you're being intimidating whilst doing it, like you're trying to antagonise me.
So I'm committing a Section 5 at the moment. I could potentially. So if I swore at you, would that be a Section 5?
If you swore at me, yes it would. We're in a
no, it wouldn't
place.
actually.
You would.
Police cannot be subject to Section 5 public order. No, there's actually a case law precedent, the Harvey versus DPP. No, there is in 2011.
All right, good. Okay.
You can't feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed.
Now, if you swear at me and I'm distressed by it, it was a Section 5 public order.
You have a higher threshold than a member of the public to feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed. But your job constitutes that.
That's fine. But
so you're telling me if I swear now, I'll be nicked for Section 5.
Welcome back to the channel that exposes overreach and highlights citizens who know how to stand firm and protect their rights. Today, we are looking at a powerful clip from Colks, who stands among the most precise auditors working in the UK right now. And what unfolds here is a clear lesson in control and awareness. Their channel link is placed in the description, so make sure to support their work and stay updated. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button to stay locked in for more breakdowns like this one. The situation begins as a quiet filming moment, but the tone shifts rapidly when officers start raising Section 5 threats in an attempt to assert pressure. The auditor remains steady and composed, showing no sign of backing down, while relying on sharp legal understanding and controlled delivery. He responds with clarity and authority, which quickly reveals how unstable and uncertain the claims from the officers really are. Stay with this one, because the tension rises quickly and the outcome delivers a strong and eye-opening moment.
Can we help you?
Well, that's what I want to know.
Hey guys.
Could you let me know before you start recording me, please?
We're being recorded.
Thank you. How can we help you?
Well, we've been called here to you guys, filming around sensitive areas of the prison.
Yeah, that's right.
Where have you been doing, what you've been doing?
Went in there, filmed around, filmed here, filming now. Could you identify yourself,
What are you
please?
filming? My name's Peter Patoli from Surrey Police.
Thanks. What station are you based at?
Staines.
Thank you. And you, sir? Oh, actually, gone.
Right, what are you filming for?
Because what I would like to, I want to.
That's fine, but
Okay.
what are you filming for?
I don't really need to have a reason.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Why
trying to
are
be
you being
rude.
confrontational with
I'm
me?
not. I don't have to answer your questions, though.
I'm asking you. We've been called
Okay.
here.
Well, I don't really feel like you should have attended.
So you think this is a waste of police
I
time,
believe so,
really?
yeah.
Right, okay. What are your plans for the day? Where are you going?
Just gonna film.
Why do you want to film around the prison?
This is just a hobby of mine.
Why is it? What sort of what hobby? What,
I've got
why
a
is it
sad
hobby?
life, and I wanted to come and film here.
Right. Okay.
Happy with that?
Well, not particularly.
So how do you
because
proceed?
we've
Do you
been
feel like
called.
any offences have been committed?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. But
Okay.
we've been
What
called.
prospective offences could have been committed by us walking
Potentially,
around?
If you're intimidating staff, then
Right.
it could be a Section 5 public order.
Okay. So what using?
Causing distress to staff.
Okay. What by virtue of filming?
Potentially, yes, that could be
Potentially.
considered intimidation. So I need to find out what's been
Okay.
going on.
Right, let's go and
That's
find
my
out.
job.
So in order for a Section 5, I would need to use threatening, abusive language in a public place.
It can be words or behaviour.
Words
if
or behaviour.
Your behaviour is intimidating and distressing the staff here, it could be considered a Section 5.
So you're trying to tell me that filming in a is that a private area in there or a public area?
Filming is one thing, but if you're being intimidating whilst doing it, like you're trying to antagonise me.
So I'm committing a Section 5 at the moment.
Right now,
I could
not with
potentially.
me.
So if I
But
swore
I'm
at you,
not
would that be a
distressed
Section
by you.
5?
If you swore at me,
Yeah.
yes it would. We're in a
No, it
public
wouldn't
place.
actually.
You
No,
would.
police cannot be subject to Section 5
police
public
can be
order.
subject
No,
to
there's actually a
Section
case
5.
law precedent,
No.
the Harvey versus DPP. No, there is in 2011.
All right, okay. I
You
can
can't
tell
feel
now,
harassed, alarmed, and
I can tell you
distressed.
now, if you swear at me and I'm distressed by it, it was a Section 5 public order.
You have a higher threshold than a member of the public to feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed. But
If
your
I
job,
decide
your
not
job,
to,
would- your
that's-
job,
if
your
I
job
decide not
constitutes
to,
that.
That's fine. But if
So
I,
you're
if
telling
I
me if I
feel
swear now,
distressed,
I'll be nicked for Section 5
you
in
agree
the
with
material
me. You can disagree
basis.
with me, but that's.
That exchange laid bare the true nature of the encounter and stripped away any illusion of strong authority. The officer attempted to turn a loose filming complaint into a Section 5 public order claim and even hinted at arrest over swearing while continuing to search for a valid reason to act. Yet the auditor remained calm and controlled while pushing the discussion back to firm legal ground. He refused to follow the officer's narrative and instead used focused questions to demand clarity and highlight the lack of a solid threshold. The officer spoke in terms of possibilities rather than proven facts, and that difference exposed the weakness in the position. When calm precision enters the scene, vague authority begins to fall apart, and that is exactly what happened here. This became a clear legal pressure test that failed in full view. And once Harvey versus DPP was raised, the force behind the intimidation quickly faded away. Real knowledge of legal elements removes the illusion of power from pressure tactics and replaces it with confidence. Study the threshold, hold your position, and require authority to clearly justify every claim that is made.
Police can't be victims of Section 5.
What are your plans for the day, lads?
To teach you, to educate you on Section 5.
To go home. Are you local? Where's home?
Home is home.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is home.
Do you have to have those cameras in your face? Really?
Yes. Do you have to have your camera in my face?
I haven't got camera.
No, he's recording. I've got my body worn
And
on.
he told you you were recording.
Excellent.
Please, you guys record us.
You're welcome to turn around, get in the car, disperse.
I'm also welcome to stand here.
You're absolutely, but you're talking about
Until
cameras
I
and
find out why we've been called here.
talking about
because there's a reason we've been
cameras
called
and
here,
faces,
isn't
but you're consensually looking at the camera.
No, yeah, I'd just like to speak to the customer, please.
So do we need to wait here? Are we detained for the time being?
You're not detained. You're happy to, if you wish to go home, I'd be happy for you to
But
go
you
home.
want to investigate the possible Section 5 by virtue of filming. Okay. So you believe that filming can constitute a Section 5. So whilst you
Twisting
investigate
my words
that.
there, sir.
Well, no, you said if
It
you've
could be if you are
'cause you said
intimidating
behaviour.
people, intimidating behaviour. If you're sticking a camera in someone's face, that could be considered
I don't think so. You think that would stand up in court?
Could do, yeah. Depends how distressed that
So
person
what would
is.
the CPS say?
I don't know. It's case by case, as you know.
Do I?
Well, clearly you do. You keep quoting the law to me. and
Well, I don't
quoting
know.
certain
I just
cases
said
to me.
what possible offences could be in play,
Okay,
and you
alright.
said a
I'm
Section
not gonna
5.
get into that
No,
conversation.
you're talking
No,
nonsense.
I'm not.
I want you to retract what you said.
I'm not retracting anything I've said because it's the truth. So I'm not.
What's the truth? The fact that I could be nicked for a Section 5 for
Yes,
filming?
you could,
Okay.
potentially.
Right, let's be
I'm not saying you will.
I'd love to see you do it.
Okay, I'm sure you
I
would.
don't think you got the balls to do it.
I'm sure you would.
I don't think you got the minerals to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's find out if you committed any offences or not, shall we?
No, we will find out, don't worry.
How have you got here, guys? With on foot or in car?
Yeah,
Cycle.
we're just with them now.
Cycled. Alright. Where have you put your bikes?
Don't be nosy.
I can be nosy. I'm asking questions.
No, it's none of your business.
Well, it possibly is my business, depending on what's going on here.
Okay.
Because I don't get called to nothing, sir.
Well, I'm telling you, you
There's a
have
lot
been.
of false claims and false police calls that get
Maybe.
made every day.
Maybe.
Section 5 by virtue of filming.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I ain't heard that one before. That's very
It's
interesting.
not the filming, sir, as I discussed before. It's if whether you've intimidated
All right.
somebody or not.
Well, I haven't made assurances that I haven't.
If you haven't, then there won't be a problem. You can be on your way home if that's what you wish to do. You got any ID on you guys?
Why would I need to show ID?
Because I'm asking you.
No. Why would I need to
You
show my
haven't
ID?
got any
Have I
on you.
committed an offence?
Okey-dokey.
That confrontation exposed how flexible police reasoning can become under pressure. The officer continued to suggest that filming, camera position, and even swearing could somehow evolve into a Section 5 claim, while never defining a clear offense. Meanwhile, the auditor stayed focused and controlled, asking for precise legal details and redirecting the pressure back onto authority. He never accepted the frame being pushed, and each time the claim expanded, he pulled it back to legal elements, firm thresholds, and real court standards. You can hear the confidence fading from the police response as the exchange continues. When officials begin speaking in terms of could be, the balance of control moves toward the better prepared citizen. This moment played out like a complete legal shutdown on camera and showed the dynamic shift in real time. The narrative flipped like a chessboard under pressure, and once the idea of Section 5 tied to simple filming was challenged, authority lost its footing. Knowledge turns uncertain threats into fragile arguments and removes the illusion of power from vague claims. When you understand the true elements of an offense, bluff tactics stop working and clarity takes control. Study the threshold, remain steady, and require officials to justify every single claim with real legal grounding right now.
And we can investigate it.
No, sir, there's no need for that.
Why not?
I'm speaking to my sergeant, not to them.
Is that your sergeant there?
No.
Okay, well, the alleged victims of the Section 5 that you mentioned
Yes, I know.
are in there.
I know.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So you don't wish to investigate this alleged offence?
I am investigating this alleged offence.
But the victims are in there.
I know, we have phone numbers.
Okay. Don't wish to go in there? I mean, we can go in there, I can give my account, they can give their account. And then we can see if there are any Section 5s or not.
Oh, yes.
Furthermore, they said that that was a private place, so...
Right.
Taking it as in the map, so
That's the glass.
yeah, but they have.
Where's your friend gone?
He's left me.
He's left
He said he's got he said he's got
mates.
He said he's got yeah, literally. He said he's got better things to be doing with his time. He's got better. He said he's got yeah, literally. He said he's got better things to be doing with his time. So
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your plans then?
stay here, film a bit longer, try not to commit any Section 5s, and then go home.
Okay. All right.
Keeping it legal, man. Yeah.
All right. Okie dokie.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't let us get called back, mate.
Yeah. Don't make empty threats of Section 5s again. Learn the legislation, and you can. And I can swear at you, by the way. Yeah, I can. Check out DPP versus Harvey 2011 as a case law precedent. Yeah. Dismissed.
What just unfolded shows exactly why rights carry real power in moments like this. After raising Section 5, the officer avoided the simple step of speaking with the alleged victims inside, and then quietly stepped back from the threat. The auditor recognized that shift and moved in with confidence, challenging the empty claim and closing the exchange with clear legal authority. He flipped the burden straight back onto the police and even offered to speak with the supposed victims on the spot, which revealed that the claim was never driving any real investigation. Once the officer chose convenience instead of evidence, the entire balance changed. Authority began to look uncertain, while the citizen appeared fully prepared. This is what happens when bluff meets solid case law. The Section 5 warning faded away, and authority walked off carrying its own setback. Standing firm with legal knowledge leads to official retreat, because when the true threshold of an offense is understood, empty warnings lose their force. Learn the law, remain steady, and require power to prove every claim with real grounding. If you value this level of accountability, then hit like and subscribe, because every breakdown here turns confusion into clarity and pressure into knowledge. Stay informed, stay calm, and keep your rights sharp.